Hey, 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 I'm Letitia Hopkins, your host of the Encourage Over Everything show, and we are here for another episode, 207 to be exact. We are talking about taking you from complaints to compliments and really teaching you how to build a bridge of communication within your relationships. Listen, there is nothing that will tune you out and turn your partner off faster than a whole bunch of complaints. Okay? Okay. It is so true. Let's start with stating the obvious. Okay? I know you may even think that you're helping when you complain that your partner needs to lose weight, or maybe they need to eat right, and maybe they're not sleeping right and taking care of themselves. And you might think that it's helpful to bring these things to their attention. And maybe it sounds like it's coming in hot like a complaint. To dress it up here because this is probably the rationale that's happening in your mind. Really, you're probably coming from a good place, right? You want to see your partner happy, healthy, living their best life, and you know that better health can help them do that. However, it's the way in which you choose to go about it that's not so helpful. And these are the things that tear down your bridge of communication. Because listen, do you think that your partner doesn't know that maybe they've been packing on some pounds? Like, do you think that they don't know that they need to lose weight, or they don't know that they need to eat better, sleep right, exercise more? It's not that they are just completely oblivious, okay? Contrary to your popular belief, it's not that they're oblivious, okay? They live in their body. They are inside of their body 24/7. They are fully aware of their body, okay? Let's just state that obvious fact. They are aware of their body, even if they are pretending they are not aware of their body. And so I just want to remind you, they do have some level of awareness of their body and their health. And you know me, I love to reference E40 because everybody got choices. And so does your partner. Do they want to be healthier? Do they want to eat right? Do they want to get better sleep? Do they want to take better care of themselves? Because if there is one thing I know, you cannot want it more for them than they want it for themselves. Because ultimately, their health is their responsibility. And you can decide if you want to be a part of their support system in their health journey, or if you want to remain as just the constant complainer who's constantly pointing out all of their flaws. Food for thought. One lesson I learned about complaints, and I don't know who said this originally, but what I know about complaints is to complain is to remain. You might think that constantly repeating the same complaints, it's going to drill into them that they need to suddenly start making all of these changes. And that could not be further from the truth. To complain is to remain within the complaint, or complaints with an S, because I know it could be plural. So if you want to help be a part of the change, it is going to start with you changing your approach to how you talk about these topics. To build a bridge within your communication, you've got to make a decision here. Do you want to tear down your bridge of communication, or do you want to build it up? And I have a few tips to help you build that bridge of communication. For every complaint that you have, if you want to have a good relationship, you have to come with 3 times the compliments. Okay? For every one complaint, you need 3 compliments. Okay. 3 compliments for every complaint is what's going to help give you a good relationship. And if you want an even better relationship, for every complaint, you need 5 times more compliments. That's going to give you more passion and intimacy in your relationship. And ultimately, more longevity. It's going to help your relationship last longer if you have the ratio 1 complaint to 5 compliments. Yes, studies have shown this. One of the greatest relationship lessons I've ever learned is the light that you hold someone in is how they will show up for you. And our human brains, being what they are, your brain loves to be right. So if you have an idea, a thought, a perception about someone, your brain wants to be proven right. So your brain is going to seek out all the examples, all the evidence showing, yep, that's right. I thought they was just like that. And look at now, Exhibit A. Exhibit Z. Your brain is looking to prove you right. So if that's the case, if all that you see is what they do wrong, if all you see are the bad things, then how will they ever rise above your opinion of them? Really consider that. To know me is to know I love some good journal prompts. So make sure that you have your journal and your pen handy so that you can journal on these questions, because this is some really good food for thought. Now, I know that when in relationships, the focus is often on the partner. Like, what is your partner doing? Like, what are they doing to cause all of this, that, and the third? But your relationships are really just a mirror reflecting something back to you. And it's often showing you something that you need to address within you. Okay. So if you find yourself being rather critical of your partner, where else are you being critical in your life? Are you being critical of yourself? Are you not giving yourself enough credit? Or maybe you're not cutting yourself any slack. Maybe you're not granting yourself some grace. So take a look at where else you might see your critical self showing up in your life with your own relationship with yourself or even with others. Because oftentimes, when looking at things with such judgment, it's a reflection that you're probably also judging you. And I don't know about you, but in this day and age, I can use a little less judgment. I think you can use a little less judgment. And I think your partner can even benefit from a little less judgment. Okay? Okay. So if at any point in time you've been wondering, I don't even know how to compliment my partner, because maybe they have worked that very last nerve and you have just forgotten about all of the good aspects of this person, all of the wonderful things that they may bring. So, more journal prompts for you. And these are some things that I really want you to think about. One message I heard from Sage Robbins, Tony Robbins' wife, she said once, God gave you this person to love. God gave you your partner to love. Every time I think about that and I think about the blessing of my partner, it lights me up. So, do you get lit up when you think about the blessing of your partner? Journal about that. Let's start there with your compliments. Other things that you can compliment your partner on. What are they good at? What do you look to them and you're like, my baby knows their stuff when it comes to this? What are they good at? What are they currently doing good in right now? Are they excelling at work? Do you see them working really hard and you appreciate their work ethic, or you want to recognize them for how much they've been working on a project or volunteering or spending time with the kids? What are they doing good right now that you could celebrate with them? We are notorious for celebrating wins, right? Somebody wins a basketball game, there's a lot of cheers happening. Football game is one, there's a lot of cheers happening. But let's also make sure that you are cheering on the people that are in your life. So, what are they doing good at right now? What can you celebrate your partner for right now? What do you like about your partner? Can we just take it all the way back to the basics? Okay. What do you like about your partner? What do you love about your partner? There have got to be so many things that you like and love about your partner. Is it how kind they are to waiters and waitresses when you go out to eat? Is it how attentive they are to the kids' needs? Is it how they help to calm you down when you've had a rough day or having a tough time? What do you like and love about your partner? Compliment them more often on what you like and love about them. Do you like how silly they are with you, how they make you laugh? Share that with them. I love how we laugh together. You always make me laugh. You know what? After a hard day, I can always count on you to run it back and help me smile. Like, share the compliments with your partner. Don't just think these things. So often you might just throughout your day just be thinking about your partner and think about something that you like or love about them. And that's as far as it goes. Maybe you don't actually share it with them. But I encourage you to share with your partner these thoughts that cross your mind throughout the day where you're like, you know what? I really like this about you. I really love this about you. I'm telling you, these are the compliments that are super simple, but they make a huge impact and go a long way. What are the elements of your relationship that you like and love the most? This is such an important question, and it's even something that you should be thinking through periodically within your relationship. It's easy to get off track because life happens. You get busy at work, you get busy with the kids, some life event happens, and it shifts the way that you've been running things for a while. Life happens, and it is easy to lose sight of the things that you like and love about your relationship. But these two are things that should be celebrated and you should be bringing to your partner's attention regularly. And these are things that when you do take these moments to pause and reflect, share this with your partner. Let them know how you feel and what you think about your relationship and the state of it. And these are things that can really, really go a long way to help build that communication bridge within your relationship. These last two are probably my favorite. I am a fan of owning your own happiness. Happiness belongs to you. It is not your partner's responsibility to make you happy. It is not your mama's responsibility, your daddy, your auntie. It's nobody's responsibility. Fill it in with whoever you like. It's no one's responsibility to make you. You own your own happiness. But the people in your life, they contribute to your happiness. So, how does your partner contribute to your happiness? How does your partner help to bring more happiness and joy into your day? So often, little things that other people do for us can easily go unnoticed. It can easily just be recognized with a simple thank you. But when you really highlight the things to others that you really love and enjoy, it really does encourage them to want to do those things more often. They're like, oh my gosh, like, I had no idea that bringing you a cup of coffee was like the highlight of your morning. Let me do that more often. I had no idea that just sending a text to say, I love you meant so much to you. Let me do that more often. So, think about the ways in which your partner really contributes to the happiness in your life because it may not be their responsibility to make you happy because that's your inside job and you should be good at that job. But also recognizing where your partner, where the people in your life are contributing to your happiness, because that can be a telltale sign of proximity, meaning how close people need to be to you. Because there are some times when people are in the VIP seats and suddenly they need to be having the cheap seats. So, just a little food for thought. But bringing it back to your partner and the relationships that you have, make sure that you take time to recognize where your partner and the people in your life are contributing to your happiness and share those things with them. You will be amazed at how often people want to be contributing to your happiness. And knowing the specific ways that you love to have that done for you is a great way to help communicate your needs, but also it's more than just saying thank you. It is really showing gratitude and appreciation for the happiness that they're bringing into your world. I want to remind you, in the world that we live in today, your partner does not need another critic. They have an inner critic, and there are so many other critics of the world, okay? There's so many critics. Your partner does not need another critic. But what they do need is another cheerleader. So, where can you be a bigger cheerleader in your partner's life? So, will you be the biggest cheerleader for your partner? Or will you just be another person that's there to critique and criticize? The choice is yours. You can get with this or you can get with that. Old school diggable planets. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. My brain works in song lyrics. To know me and love me is to know that. Communication does not have to be a bridge that has burned down. It can absolutely be a bridge that you rebuild. It can be a bridge that you make stronger. And the way in which you decide to approach your partner with feedback is important. No one wants to be riddled with complaints. Nobody wants to come home after a very long day out in the world, honey, and just be hit with complaint after complaint after complaint. You have got to do a better job of complimenting your partner about the good things that they're doing, the good things that you see in them, that you appreciate about them, that you love about them and your relationship. If you can start to give more compliments than you do complaints, you will see your communication bridge building stronger and stronger. And that's what I want for you. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Ooh, this is so fun. Let me know what communication struggles that you're dealing with in your relationship. Ask questions, take the poll if you are catching this on Spotify. And also, don't forget to check out the video on my YouTube channel. There are links in the show notes to get you further connected. But I'm sending so much love and encouraging you to remember the approach that you're taking in your communication and think of it as another opportunity to build a stronger bridge of communication within your relationship. All because together we can encourage over everything. Sending love.